in the day today that I have hit 1,250 subscribers. That is insane to me, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you that have taken a chance on my channel. I know I can be personal. I know I can curse sometimes. And I know I can be honest and transparent with you guys, and I know I'm not the most popular ASMR artist. But when I get comments from my subscribers telling me how much they love my channel, it makes it all worth it, and it makes me so happy. So before we start this video, if you are new here, then please subscribe. If you have been with me, whether it be days or months or years, then please like this video and leave a comment. I always love when I get comments from you guys. And remember to hit the notification bell so you can be notified of any future videos. Now today, what I've done today is I got on Google and I looked at different about me questionnaires, and I copied down 20 of my favorite questions, and I am going to be answering these questions with you today, just so my new subscribers can get to know me just a little bit better. Okay, and also I'm going to be chewing gum, not obnoxiously or anything like that, just to have a little ASMR trigger in here. Okay, number 1 is, what is your full name? Pertaining to me, of course. Okay, well, I don't go by my full name anymore, as you guys know. But my first name is Kelly, and that's Kelly with an I, not a Y, not a I-E. I can't tell you how many times people have misspelled my name. But yes, my name is Kelly with an I. And then my middle name is Ann, A-N-N. And what's funny is my mom's side of the family calls me by my full name, Kellyanne. And then my dad's side of the family just calls me Kelly. And then of course you guys know me by Southern Belle Whispers, but I don't mind if you call me Kelly, not at all. Number 2, what is my date of birth? My date of birth is January 18th, 1991. So I am 33 years old, about to be 34 in less than a year. Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully I will say I've gotten a lot done before I hit that 34 mark. But yes, that is my date of birth. I share the same birthday as Jubilee Whispers, which I think is really cool. Number 3, it asks, what is some of your favorite foods? Pizza is my favorite. I love it. It doesn't love me, so I don't eat it that much. But when it comes to food, pizza is definitely at the top. I also love sushi and Japanese food and Mexican food. Yes, I'm not picky when it comes to what I eat. I'm not picky at all. I'll try something. I don't care what it is. I'll try it for the first time just to try it and say I tried it. I'm not picky at all. Number 4 is, what is some of your favorite quotes? I know in my last Q&A video, I told you guys 3 of my favorite quotes. This one, it ended up on my Facebook the other day. Okay, so I was just laying here, feeling sorry for myself, listening to music, thinking about the past, thinking about people in the past, and I was scrolling through my Facebook, and this quote ended up popping up on my Facebook. And it's a sad quote, but I want to tell you why it was so freaking ironic. But the quote is, "What a loss to spend that much time with someone only to find out they are a stranger." And that quote is from the movie Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. The reason I find it ironic is a friend from the past, that was one of his favorite movies. And I remember every time I would post in the past that I would post from this certain movie, he would always comment, "Great movie." And I just found it ironic that on that day, when I was grieving and feeling sorry for myself, that Facebook would put that quote on my Facebook. It's weird sometimes. I feel like they can see inside my head or something. Because I haven't seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind in a long time. But I do love it. I love Jim Carrey. He's my favorite actor. I know a lot of people think he's crazy and out of his mind, but I've always loved him. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Make sure I'm not perspiring. I hate when that happens. But yeah, I just found it so ironic the other day when this quote popped up on my Facebook. So freaking ironic. Okay, number 5. If I wrote a book about myself, what would the title be? Probably Still I Rise. And then at the bottom it would say rising from the ashes. Because at some point I want to get my second tattoo. And I've already decided I want to get a phoenix and have Still I Rise at the bottom in cursive, of course. I've loved phoenixes for a long time. Ever since I read Harry Potter and fell in love with Fawkes, the phoenix, in the Harry Potter books and what they signify, I've just become such a big fan of them. It's funny because every time somebody asks me what my favorite bird is, I say phoenix, and they're like, "Thank you for not saying like eagle or robin or cardinal," which is my number 2 favorite bird is cardinal. But yeah, I love phoenixes. I'm excited to get my second tattoo right here on my arm. Going to be phoenix wings and Still I Rise in cursive right here on my arm. If you guys don't know, I have a tattoo on my right arm. It says, "Where you see only one set of footsteps, it was then that I carried you." And that tattoo is really important to me. Very important to me. But yeah, that's why I would name my book, if I could write a book, is Still I Rise. A story about rising from the ashes. Or rising from the ashes. I don't know, but it's not like I'll ever write a book. I could if I really tried, but I wouldn't do it. Number 6 is, what is your favorite indoor activities? Reading a book. Spend time with mama. Watching a good show or a good movie. Taking a luxurious bubble bath. Sound like Miss Congeniality. Listening to music. Writing in my journal. Reading the Bible. Oh, making videos, of course. That's like top of the list. I didn't even think of that. um, Eating. I told you I love to eat, so that's gotta be in there too, because it is considered an indoor activity. So, what's the #1 played song on your phone right now? Well, I couldn't pick just one because I love music. So, Blurry by Puddle of Mud, Wonderwall by Oasis, Cardigan by Taylor Swift, and Save That Shit by Lil Peep. I listened to that song a lot the other day when I mentioned Kurt in my last video. It was his birthday the other day. I think it was, gosh, days are going by so quickly that I can't even remember what day it was. The 21st, I think, and I listened to that song a lot. I just got a feeling in my heart they really liked Lil Peep. I don't know, they still have it on Netflix, but there's a documentary about Lil Peep. I wasn't even a fan of him until I watched that documentary, and it will break your heart. I will tell you that, it will break your heart. But yeah, I listened to that song a lot on his birthday. What are some of my favorite shows? Friends is #1. Always going to be #1, probably. It's just one of those comfort shows that I can watch over and over again. HGT, I've gotten, America's Got Talent. I've gotten really into HGT lately. My ex wouldn't watch shows like that, like talent shows with me like that. He said it was fake. So I've really enjoyed getting back into those type shows. Sorry, making sure I'm not. Anyways, but I love Simon Cowell. I've been a huge fan of him ever since American Idol, and I love him. He has softened up. He has softened a lot since he had his son. I think his son is like 10 years old now. But ever since he had his son, he's softened down so much. I haven't heard him say not one mean word to anybody this season, but it's such a good show. And one of the guys that got the golden buzzer on one of the episodes, I think he said he was a janitor, his name was Richard, and he sang my favorite song, which is Don't Stop Believing. And I watched it so many times and cried. One Tree Hill. I've been rewatching that show, and I'm almost done with the 3rd season. And I'm not looking forward to seeing a certain character get killed. I'm not, just in case, I don't want any spoilers for me, just in case you've never seen it. But I know it's coming soon, and I haven't been watching it as much because I'm like, oh god, this is the season where Blake gets killed. So I'm like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. #9. When I die, what do I want to be remembered for? I just want to be remembered for being a good person. Being kind, being caring, being a friend to all, being the kind of person that would give her last dollar to somebody if they needed it, the kind of person that would, give the shirt off their backs for the people that they love, making a difference in someone else's life, a stranger or a patient I take care of. I just want to be remembered for being a good person. I think that's the best thing I can be remembered for. #10. If I could give my child self one piece of advice, what would I say? I would just tell her it's okay to have fun. It's okay to be a kid, because I had to grow up real quick when I was growing up as a kid. And I would just tell her it's okay to have fun. It's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be a kid. Enjoy your childhood while you're here, because you're going to look back one day and say, I wish I could have enjoyed that moment or that memory more. But all I can do now is look back. But I would tell my child self, enjoy your childhood. Don't worry so much about what people think of you or say about you. I was bullied a lot as a kid, so I would just tell her, don't worry so much about what people think of you. And actually, I think I deal with that now as an adult, to be honest. 11. What types of books do you like to read? I like rom-coms. Even, you guys know I was kidding in the role play that I made the other day. Rom-coms is my favorite. It's my guilty pleasure. I love historical fiction, like Christine Hanna. I love her. I love memoirs. Anything that's true, like Unbroken. Love that book. Piece of Cake by Cupcake Brown. My favorite memoir of all time. And then I love fantasy too. I've mentioned to you guys before, I read The Court of Thorns and Roses series pretty quickly, and I love it. And I love Harry Potter, of course. But yeah, I love fantasy too. Number 12. What is your favorite sport to watch? That would be football. And it's almost time for football again, you guys. Oh my gosh. I am a New Orleans Saints fan. No, I'm not from New Orleans. My dad went to a game back in the 70s, and I think it was with his brother, to see a Saints game. I think it was in Charlotte, actually. And, sorry, you can see. I'm telling you guys, it's so freaking hot this summer. Like, my air conditioner is on high right now, and I'm still sweating. But he went to a New Orleans Saints game with his brother. And it was in the 70s. And that was back when they were considered the Aints, because they suck so bad. People wore paper bags over their heads and, just said the Saints sucked. And my dad decided that day, he said, I want to root for the New Orleans Saints, and my kids are going to root for the New Orleans Saints. And one day, they're going to come back, and they're going to beat them all. And they did. 2009 or 10, when they won the Super Bowl. That was one of the best days of our lives this year. That was one of the best days of our lives. We were celebrating way into the night that night. 13. Are you summer, fall, spring, or winter? I consider myself my favorite season, which is fall. Because, in the fall, leaves are changing, leaves are falling down. I'm a changing person right now. I go through different emotions. I go through different ways of growing. And, during the fall, it's cozy, it's warm, I just love fall. And I want to be considered fall, so love fall. 14. What are you reading right now? I am reading The Unhoneymooners by Christine Lauren for the 3rd time. Yeah. It's my favorite rom-com of all time. It's my favorite book to read during the summer. I love it. It's so freaking funny, you guys. Like, oh my gosh. 15, what movie have you seen recently that you would recommend Inside Out to? I'm not the only one that's going to see that movie for the second time. I'm going on Tuesday with my best friend Danielle and her 2 kids to go see it again, because it was just amazing, so relatable, just wonderful movie. The best of the year so far to me. Definitely recommend it. Go see it. Inside Out too. You might end up seeing it for the second or third time. If you could see one movie again for the first time, what would it be? The Shack. That movie is one of my top favorites. I've seen it multiple times, but I wish I could see it one more, I wish I could see it for the first time again, because I remember the first time watching it and just getting goosebumps and crying and getting such a blessing from it, and I don't think any movie has made me feel that way since. So yes, I would love to see The Shack for the first time again if I could. 17. Describe a date that only costs $20. Well, that's easy. Fishing. You gotta spend $10 on bait, and then $10 on bread and sandwich stuff, just in case you want to pack a picnic. Well, that's a cheap date, going fishing with somebody, or going to the movies. I think 2 tickets is $20 or less. So going to the movies is pretty cheap, unless you want to get like the popcorn. But me, I stop by the Dollar Tree before I go to the movies. I ain't going to spend $8 on a pack of Reese's Pieces. I'm sorry. So I get all my stuff at the Dollar Tree before I go to the movies. So yeah, when it comes to a perfect first date, or date in general, being this close to the river, I've wanted to go fishing so bad. I haven't been able to go yet, but because I had to buy myself a fishing pole, so I haven't been able to go yet, but I want to go so bad. Usually we go fishing around October though, because I think that's when the fish are really biting. They don't usually bite that much in the summertime. 18. Has anyone ever broken your heart? Oh yes. People that I never thought would break my heart have broken my heart. And that's my own fault, because I put my heart on my sleeve. I become to care for people so much, and then they just come in and destroy my heart. And my heart has been broken more times than I can tell, but it has made me stronger. So I can't say that if I could go back, that I would reverse these heartbreaks of mine. I wouldn't. But it doesn't hurt any less being brokenhearted. It really doesn't. 19. Do you think your pet can be a best friend? Yes. Journey, my cat, he's going to be 1 year old on July 4th. And he is that's my baby. I don't have any children, so Journey's my baby. He's, gosh, I love that cat so much. I can't believe he's going to be 1 year old on July 4th. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, your pet can be your friend. That's because they give unconditional love. You know that a pet can never break your heart unless you're putting them to sleep. That's the only time a pet will break your heart, is if you lose them. I should know. I've only had to put one dog to sleep in my life, and I don't wish it on anybody. And number 10, or number 20, sorry. And the last question is, if you could travel back into the past 10 years, would you change what happened to you? No. No, I wouldn't change what happened to me. Because I met people that at the time I really cared about. I have experienced things that have made me stronger. I've seen places that I probably wouldn't have ever seen if I hadn't been married for 10 years, like Florida. Probably never seen Florida if I hadn't gotten married. But was it hard? Yes. You know, there was another question that I skipped over, but kind of pertains to this, and that is, have you ever contemplated suicide? Yes. Yes, I have. I have contemplated suicide before. I've just been in such a hard time in my life that I would just grab bottled pills and just sob and pray for strength. But I've been there, and I know how it is. I know how it is to feel like that nothing is going to go good in your life ever again. That people would be better off without you. I have been there, and it's hard. But you've got to get through it, though. If you just got think about one thing that makes you happy in your life, or think about the people that love you, that will really keep you strong. So I thank my support system and my friends that have proven themselves to me. You really find out who your true friends are during times like these. And I can say I have 2 best friends in my life, and that's all I need. And Selena and my mama, but that's all I need. And they have proven themselves over and over, and I'm so grateful for them. And so no, I wouldn't change what happened to me. Yeah, I gained 150 pounds. Yeah, I've been yelled at. I've been called every word there is to call somebody in the dictionary. I've been made to feel like a nobody. But I'm getting stronger every day. And I can thank my faith for that, because my faith is what brought me through everything. So anyways, that was just a little questionnaire for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. And I'm sorry about all I'm telling you guys, it's so freaking hot. But I wanted to make this video for you guys. But I love you guys. I'll be talking to you soon. Thank you again. Bye-bye.